Okay, so now we have covered almost everything except for quote. Actually, quote is not required for you. I'll just brush it up. Okay, quote is nothing but whenever you have opportunity with the opportunity product and you want to get a documentation, or you want a negotiation phase on the pricing or the products that are being uh, finalized, right? We can have a
Mhm.
code created so that you will have a history of what has happened in that particular opportunity discussion. So how we are going to do it? Let's go to opportunity,
Okay.
opportunity record.
Record. Okay. Okay. So any one of the opportunities.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. So now in this opportunity, we have product and the price book added to it, right? So
Uh-huh.
let's go and create a uh, code for this. Scroll down to the bottom. Sorry. Okay, you're not having code. No issues. Just edit the page layout and add the code related lists.
Okay.
No, no, edit the layout, not the record.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah.
Scroll to your right. Scroll to your right. Yeah. Now you see custom page, edit layout.
Okay.
Okay. Now in the panel, left hand side, click on related lists. Look for related lists. On the palette, left hand side, look for related list. Okay. Here, okay, it's not been enabled. Okay, go to setup.
Uh, why am I not able to? How do I get into this panel now?
Click on cancel.
Okay. Now, what is it that you wanted?
Go to setup.
Okay.
Okay, in the quick find, type in quote.
Okay. Code settings.
Yes. Okay, enable code. Save. Check them all. Now go to opportunity record. Scroll down to the very bottom. Okay, click on new quote. Click on it. Sorry. The beauty cream is inactive. Did you
Mm.
deactivate it?
And I don't know. Maybe I should go and see that.
Okay, let's go and activate it. Scroll up to the product. Scroll a little bit down. You went all the way up. That's okay. Scroll a little bit down. Okay, now click on the beauty cream. Click on beauty cream. Oh, not edit. Cancel.
Okay.
Okay, click on the beauty cream name. Okay, now here you see the product beauty cream. Right click on it and open it in new tab. The product beauty cream product. Right click on it and open it in new tab. Or you can just do it by pressing Control and clicking on beauty cream.
No. Okay.
Okay. Now this is the easiest way to go to the product, specific product, instead of you going into the price book and then searching
Mm.
for the product, right? It's just directly takes you to that. Now in the second
Okay.
tab, you see the beauty cream open up, right? Okay, so
Okay.
you see it is not active. Edit
Okay.
and make it active. Save. Okay, now close out of this tab. Okay, now click on the opportunity name, Grand Diwali Opportunity. Great. Now let's go and create a code. Okay, now you can give any name to this. Uh, we recommend using the same name as the opportunity would be easy for you to identify. So just copy the opportunity name below and paste it there. Okay, however, for every standard objects or every object, you can choose between the auto numbering or name, right? For this also, you can do the same. You can choose the name to be changed to auto numbering. Okay. Okay. So you don't have to worry about anything here. Just let's
Okay.
go and click on save. Okay. You see all opportunity products will be added to this particular quote as line items. So you see there is the
Mm.
first related list which says quote line item, new price book, and one, right? One
Mm.
product is there, which is nothing but your beauty cream, right?
Mm.
Now let's say there is a negotiation that is happening in the opportunity.
Mm.
Okay, they want to add more products to this.
Mm.
Okay, you can go ahead and add more products to this. Click on the quote line item. Okay,
Mm.
so you can make any changes here.
Mm.
Okay, and uh, you can also edit the pricing and quantity as well. So
Okay.
you can just click on add line item. Choose anything that is okay.
You want me to find a product in here? That's what it
No,
is?
any product. Choose any product from the list. That's okay.
Okay.
You didn't. You should select it, not click.
Okay. Okay. So
You just
why
have to
would
check
it
the
not get
checkbox. You just have to
okay.
click on the checkbox in front of
Wait.
the name,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
Just check the box and click on select.
Okay. Mm.
Okay, now again it's asking you for the sales price and quantity. If you want to make changes to the sales price, you can say you want to give discount
Mm.
or anything you want to do, you can do it right here as usual. Okay, and all
Mm.
these fields are customizable. This particular
Mm.
list, object is available for customization, and you can
Mm.
do the customizations in the setup. Okay, we will see that, but let's just finish with this. Okay. Okay, so
Mm.
now the opportunity has only one product, but your quote has two products,
Okay.
right? Now you can create a PDF. Okay,
Mm.
there is a button called create PDF. By just clicking of a button, click of that button, it will help you creating a document automatically. Just give me a
Hmm.
quick second here.
நான் கொஞ்சம் வந்தவங்க குளிக்கிறேன். Okay.
Hey, sorry, Kalyani. Yeah, as I was saying, this opportunity has only one product and the code has two products, right? Now you can
Uh-huh.
create a PDF by click of the button, create PDF, and it will give you a template, and that template can be also customized. Okay, code templates they are that can also be customized. Okay, we will say I'll show you where you can do it. However,
Okay.
now if you want this product and the pricings which has been given here to be synchronized, or the code and the opportunity should be in async, right? You just have to start the sync by clicking on start sync.
Hmm.
Okay, you
Now,
see
where
the
would I find that?
start sync. You're not seeing it.
Okay, I'm seeing the syncing.
Right above that, you see a start sync button with two
Okay.
green arrow.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you just have to invoke it.
Right. Once it's been invoked, the products in the code and the opportunity would automatically be in sync. That if you change any value like quantity or sales price or list price or whatever happening in the opportunity, that will reflect in code, and the code will vice versa.
Okay.
Okay. So any questions on this?
No.
All right. Okay. Let's go and check whether uh, has it invoked this sync. Yeah. Click on sync. Okay, let's go to opportunity and see if the product has been updated. Click on back to Grand Diwali. Oh, you see the name of the opportunity, right? Opportunity name, Grand Diwali opportunity.
Uh-huh.
Click on the name.
Okay. Okay.
Right now, let's go and check the product. It is already two. right? And based
Mm.
on the opportunity product, your amount has also been changed.
Hmm. Now, where am I seeing two products in here? I'm not seeing it
Okay,
in here. Oh,
okay,
I'm seeing it in here. Okay.
right.
Okay. Hmm. Okay.
Okay, so there are two products, and the amount has been updated according to the product added to the opportunity.
Okay.
Any
Now,
questions on this?
where would we create that PDF file which you mentioned?
That will
Report.
be in code. Click on the code, go to code,
Okay.
scroll down to the
Uh,
bottom of, click on the name or the number. Okay, you see create PDF,
hmm.
click on that. This is the generic template which has been already given. If you want to make changes to it, you can make changes.
Hmm. Okay. Now, the syncing is only an option, right? You don't have to do it all the time, but syncing is better practice. Is it what it is?
Actually, the best practice we suggest is whenever there is some changes that is happening in a particular code, right? We
Okay.
don't ask them
Uh,
to do the changes in the same code and keep it changing. Okay. The best practice we suggest is to have another code created for the same opportunity. So since opportunity and sales is code is with one to many relationship. So for one particular opportunity, you can have multiple codes. Okay. So say for
okay.
example, we have created this particular code with two products. Now there is a negotiation happening, and I'm saying that now I want the sales price to be cut out for the platinum product, SLA platinum. So can you give it to me for $36,000?
Uh,
Right? You have already given me 10% discount. I'm again asking you for another, let's say, 5% discount on this. Right?
okay.
So that
Okay.
is a negotiation that we want to track. How would we track it if we are keep changing the code, no, without the track of what has been done, right? So what we suggest is we will create a new code for the same opportunity with the new price, okay, and
Okay.
send it to the customer. And when the customer agrees to the code, that okay, let's finalize. This is the price. This is the product that I would like to be buying from you. Then at that moment, we would recommend to sync the code to the opportunity.
Okay. I have a question now, Ritesh. Let's
Yes.
say that one company I've agreed for 10%, another company I've agreed for the same product for a different discount.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yes.
Maybe based on the quantity. The same
Right.
company too, based on the quantity, my discount price varies. Now, where do
Right.
I track that, and how do I keep in mind that all this is happening? That is one question. Second question, this syncing is happening among products, quotes, and opportunities, right?
Right.
Okay,
The syncing happens on the quote line items and the opportunity products.
okay, okay. So, two accounts, two customers.
So
So how do we track the opportunity and the syncing? How does syncing work then?
one second now, Kalyan.
Yeah.
Sorry, Kalyani. You were asking about two accounts and two different codes, right?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Okay. So simply for two different codes, you should be having two different opportunities because you cannot manage two different codes on the same opportunity.
Okay.
Okay. So if they are different, they have to be handled separately. So say for a account XYZ, you have deal for buying a car and
Uh-huh.
you also have buying a cruiser.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So a cruiser has to be handled differently, or
Okay.
car has to be handled differently, right? We cannot just put
Yeah.
them together unless the company says it is okay. So that we can, in that time, we will have only one opportunity and one quote. You are
Okay.
following me, right?
Yeah.
So if they can be put together, then it will be one quote and one opportunity. If they
Okay.
cannot be
So
put together, it will be two opportunities and two quotes.
okay. So um it's not the product that we are trying to associate in here. It's the opportunity that we are trying to associate. That's
Exactly.
what it is. Okay. I get it. Okay.
Okay. Any questions on this?
No.
Okay. So now you've seen all this. Uh, the next would be automation. So we will start from simple automations. Like we have this leads right now. Leads can be automatically generated from websites or email.
Hmm.
Okay, how it can be automatically. So if you have any questions on the Sales Cloud model, please ask now. Or anytime, that is okay. But if you come up with any questions, if you are
I
coming up,
remembered my one liner, very sweet and short one. Ask now or forever seal your lips.
that
So,
happened in my, believe me, that happened during my
I
wedding.
tell
And
my students, okay, this is the time to ask for or else forever seal your lips. So,
not at all. That's not the way
I was
this
reminded of
goes.
my own words. Uh,
Uh, the that word uh, the last time I heard was like my church priest saying when in my wedding. Okay,
okay,
anyone wants to
okay. I
uh,
know. I know,
launch
fuck,
this
I know. Speak now
yeah,
if anyone has
see,
any qualm in
yeah.
these two getting married or forever seal your lips. Yeah, I know.
So
So,
now I realize what he
yeah. So I said
That's
that to my
just
daughter
fun.
yesterday. So I said, speak now or forever seal your lips. We were trying to order something over online. So,
Uh, but yeah, anytime you can ask me questions. But however, the next topic is not going
no
to be
problem, no problem,
relevant.
no problem.
Okay,
Yeah,
so in the next topic, we are saying about automations.
yeah.
Okay, so automations, just like how leads can be coming in. First thing now, when we are talking about automation, there are many automations available in Salesforce. For
Hmm,
example, we have workflows, process builder,
hmm, hmm,
flows, which is otherwise
hmm,
called headless flows or visual flows. Okay. Apart from that, we have reports that can be scheduled and sent out automatically,
hmm,
dashboard that can be refreshed and sent out automatically as emails,
hmm,
as notifications. Okay,
hmm,
so
hmm,
these are some of the automations that we are going to look into. But right
hmm,
now, we are not going to step into them directly. Before going into them, I would just like
hmm,
you to take you through some of the out of box uh, and little complicated automations. Say for now, we are going to only look into for lead. For lead, as Salesforce provides one automation called lead assignment,
hmm,
okay, and lead creation.
hmm,
Okay, how a lead assignment works, right? If you
Hmm.
remember, we seen this lead assignment at the very beginning of the record creation and ownership handing off,
Hmm.
right? What is the object that can not be that? Uh, sorry, yeah. So what are the objects that cannot be given to queues account?
What are the objects that cannot be given to queues accounts? Wow.
There are three objects we specifically saw that cannot be that can be assigned to queues. Sorry,
That can be or can't be?
can be
Can be. Uh, leads, opportunities,
and cases.
and cases. Okay.
Okay, so since we can assign this to queue, we would like to have some automations on that, right? So if it can
Okay.
directly assign to a specific queue, for say example, if I have a global company
Hmm.
worldwide, and for each region I have different marketing team, and
Hmm.
I want the team specific teams to be working on that particular specific leads, right? And the team
Mm-hmm.
can be of any number, right? 10, 20, or 30, whatever the number is. But I want the team to work on that. So I'll create a queue for them. Okay. Now I
Hmm.
want to make the leads assigned to those queues automatically based on the region of that particular queue or the country of
Okay.
the queue,
Okay.
right? Now, if there is an automation for this, it will be very easy, right? Instead of me going into every lead and finding out which country it belongs to and assign it manually, we are like looking for an automation here. So the automation is called lead assignment.
Okay. So this works only regionally or any kind of
Anything,
division that you could
anything.
make.
I'm just taking it as
Okay.
a suggestion.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, just an example.
Okay.
Okay, so now let's click on the green box and go to setup, or just go to setup and go to leads. Don't click on any other thing then other than leads. In the quick find, just type in leads.
Hmm.
Right. Now scroll down and you see the list of options available of other leads, right? Fields,
Hmm.
related, lookup, all this, right?
Hmm.
Okay, so in that you see lead assignment.
Lead assignment rules.
Exactly. So click on that. Okay. So here you can have any number of assignment rules.
Okay.
Okay. But only catch is only one assignment rule can be active at all time.
Oh. Okay.
Okay. Anytime there can be only one lead assignment rule can be active.
Hmm.
Unless like other things,
Hmm.
we have 100 products, all the 100 products can be active at the same time. If you have 100 accounts, all the accounts can be active at the same time. But read assignment is like only one rule can be assigned or active at the any point of time.
Okay.
Okay,
Now I have a question. When
right,
you say a rule, okay, it lets me save the name, okay, as we saw in here.
right.
So what kind of
So you
rule
have
is that? We have to come and make
exactly,
that.
exactly. So for rules, you
Okay.
have
Okay.
rule entries as the related or side object. Okay. So here you will be defining what is the
Hmm.
criteria. In the rule entries, you are going to define the
Hmm.
criteria. The criteria
Hmm.
can be
Okay.
anything, is ranging from region or anything. Okay. And there can
Hmm.
be multiple entries.
Hmm.
All of them can be active at the same time. If you activate the rule, the entries would automatically turn active.
Now, by entries, you mean what?
So let's say if I want to take, let's take three regions, okay? APAC, AMER, and EMEA.
Okay.
Okay, let's imagine this now. It's not set up in your org yet, but let's imagine
Okay.
this. Okay, in lead
Okay.
we have a field called geo.
Okay.
Okay, geo region. Okay, geo or
Okay.
okay. In that we have that is a pick list where we will have three values: AMER, APAC,
Okay.
and EMEA.
Okay.
Okay. Now, based on that particular value, if it is AMER, we will have a queue, AMER lead management queue, EMEA lead
Okay.
management queue, APAC lead
Hmm.
management queue. Okay.
Hmm.
For these three queues, we want that to be assigned automatically. Okay. So
Okay.
here we will define in the second step. Step number 2, select the criteria. We will select the
Hmm.
field geo, the
Hmm.
operation equals, and the value should be AMER, EMEA, or APAC.
Okay.
Okay. And in the third step, you see that user, right, to whom you want to
Hmm.
assign to user
Hmm.
or a
Hmm.
queue, right? You can choose the user
Or
and
a
select,
region.
right, and you can
Yeah.
select a
Okay.
queue. Okay, and also you can send the email notification directly to that particular queue members by having an email template populated here. Email templates, we will see that.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
clear so far?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
In this
here
entire,
I would 1 minute. Let me recap here. So here, this would be the sort order or name or something, right? For this order.
right,
Okay. And here I would choose the regions. Field
only
would
one
be the
region
region,
you will
right?
be selecting. You will select only
Okay.
one region.
Each one. Okay.
Yes.
Each one region, right? And if I wanted more than one region, I would do that. Now,
Now
what
the
does this
first
mean, operator?
one region for one entry. Okay.
Okay. Every time I do this, I can do only one region.
Let's take an example. Okay. Let's create an example so it'll be easy for you to understand. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Now give sorting order one.
Okay.
Okay. Sorting order can be of any number starting from 1
Hmm.
to 100
Hmm.
or whatever number you numbering you want to give, you can give it.
Hmm.
But we
Okay. So
recommend to use it
it takes
for
only
tens.
numerical value.
Yeah, always recommend to use tens because it will be
Okay.
easy for you to include any rules in the later part. I'll tell you why.
Okay.
Okay, let's
Uh-huh.
keep it with 10. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Now in the rule criteria, right? Step 2,
Uh-huh.
in the field select country.
Okay.
Okay. Now
Okay.
operation
Equal to.
equals equals. Now value give USA. Okay. Now
Okay.
just assign it to yourself in the find box. Just type it to your name and click on the magnifying glass so it will give you to the record.
Hmm.
Okay, just try Kalyani.
And I think it is having two ends in there and it is confused. Oh. Hmm.
Okay, and now select. Oh no, you don't have to type in your email address there. Click on the magnifying
Okay.
glass.
Okay. So it will get me that.
You'll
Okay.
see a template, whatever template you want to. Okay, it will give you here. We will see how to create these templates. Okay, if you want to now, just select anything. That is okay. Just select any of the template there. It's all
Template.
not recently viewed template. You see that list, right? Or you can search for lead and put in lead in the search and click on go. Okay, nothing available for us to select and lead. Okay, just clear the result. Click on clear results, clear search result. Right. Okay, so select anything like sales new customer email. Just click on sales new email to new customer, right? The second one from the
I said
list.
uh, okay. I did
That's
it.
okay.
So we'll
That's
save it.
okay. Yeah.
We will save it.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Okay.
Save it.
Okay. Done now.
Okay. Now we are going to do another entry.
Okay.
New entry.
Now.
Uh, Scroll down. Okay.
Hmm.
Now give a criteria. Same country. In the field, select country.
Hmm.
Step 2, right?
Yeah. And then
Okay.
operation would be what? Not equals to?
No, equals to
Equals to. Okay.
equal.
What is the value you want?
Let's say India.
Okay.
Okay. So assign it to a different user. If you know any other user that is there.
Hmm. Okay.
Okay. Want to send
Okay. So what is the template we would use this time?
anything. Same template is okay.
Okay.
Or you can use a different template as well. But just for no
Okay.
exercise purpose, we will use the same one.
Okay.
Okay. Scroll down and see to
Okay.
scroll down
Now.
and see those two rules are there,
Yeah.
right? Okay. So now let's activate this rule.
We'll have to hit it,
That is
right?
no. On the top,
Huh.
you see the edit button. Click on that edit button.
Okay.
Under the rule details, click on the edit button and check the box active and save it.
But you mentioned only one rule can be active, right?
Yeah, that's right. You check the box and save active, save it. Okay, now let's go and check the lead assignment rules. Now, earlier it had a standard rule assignment, which was active, right?
Uh-huh.
Let's see which one is active now on your left hand
Yeah,
side.
but we want. Oh, am I doing? I think I'm not following something here. Assignment rules. Okay, lead assignment. Okay. Okay. Gotcha now. Okay. Oh, only one is active.
which is the new one which we created. The one which was active has automatically got deactivated.
Oh, okay.
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 Now,
Now we are not yet done. Okay. Why we are not
I
yet
have a
done?
quick question. No, I have
Sure.
a quick question here.
Sure. Sure.
Now, um, these assignments and rules, lead assignments and rules, it is the system is assuming that there is going to be just one admin, right? And he or she is going to be prescribing the rules. So it is tracking that one person and the new rule. What if two people or three people, there are more than three in an arc, and then they are creating their own rules, and how does this active uh, default work?
Okay. Now there is only one rule, lead assignment rule. Let there be 10 admins working in the organization. In
Uh-huh.
Salesforce, lead assignment rule is only one. Whoever comes and tries
Uh,
to do any changes here will see the same thing. What you're seeing right now will be the same configuration. Everything what you are looking at will be the same to everybody.
okay.
Okay, there will not
Okay.
be any difference at all. It's just that they have their own login access. Okay, we are
Okay.
not giving
So this is
individuals or okay, we are just giving them access. So the configurations
okay.
all the same. Okay, and they need to know that the assignment rule can be active at only one rule, be active at all the time,
Uh,
and whatever rules are there that is already been implemented. So they cannot just go and do the changes by themselves. If they want to
hmm.
add any changes, they need to
Hmm.
do it by enhancing it, not by removing those changes,
Okay.
existing
So
existing.
let's say that we both are admins, okay, to
Right.
Chrysler or someplace, and I create a role, okay. It
Mhm.
gets locked, right?
Not it. No,
It
it's not
gets locked.
locked.
No.
Not at
Okay.
all. The
Okay.
rule is
So.
there. Okay, it is still
Hmm.
available for me as well.
Hmm. Hmm.
Okay, so now if I
Okay.
have access, I can just go and say, no, I want a third rule saying, okay, if it is from, let's say, Japan,
Hmm. Hmm.
right? I want to add another rule, I can add another rule. Or if I say, okay, this country is making it so narrow, I wanted to make
Hmm.
it region, right? I can delete all your rules and create another rule by having the hypothesis which we just saw, Geo, AMER, APAC, right? I create that pick list and then I use that pick list here.
Oh,
Okay,
I
that
have a
I can
question
do.
here again. I have a
Mhm,
question here. Logically speaking, then it is considering that
mhm.
any role is mutually exclusive, right? It is not that it is independent of the other. It is thinking that if one rule is installed,
Mhm.
there cannot be any other rule in active.
Absolutely, you are right. Okay, that's why the ordering is very uh, plays a very important role. So we saw that.
Mm,
Now let's just open the new rule. Click on the name, new rule.
mm, mm,
Okay, we saw the rule entries order number or the order, right? Sorting order.
mm,
Okay, here we are using simple rules, right? Like if it is India lead, just put it into this particular ownership. And if it is
mm,
USA, put it into this particular ownership, right? But what
mm,
if there
mm.
are complex logics, right? So if it is
Okay.
India and if it is South India, in South India, if it is Hyderabad, if it is Chennai, right?
Yeah.
There can be multiple complications that can come if or else or whatever it is, right?
Yeah. More
How the
filters could be
assignment,
added.
yeah, more filters will be added. But how will the rule assignment will know correctly to find that right queue or the user to assign it, right? The rule entry works by the order. So it will go from starting 1, 2, 3, 4, and goes on. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And if a
Yeah.
criteria meets the condition, if a record meets the rule entry conditions,
Mm.
it assigns to that particular user and the assignment terminates. In other words, it stops. Say, for example, I have now
Mm.
two conditions, one saying if it is equals to USA or one is equal to India. Now, let me put another third condition saying, okay, if it is USA and Texas, I want to assign it to Kal Vijay, Kala Vijay, right?
Okay.
That rule will never work at all. Why? Because when the first rule is, no, first entry is checked, the country matches US and it assigns to Kalyani and it terminates there itself. So the third order
Mm.
will never be into the picture.
Okay. So I think broader ones have to be at the lowest point, and
Exactly.
minute ones have to be on the top,
Absolutely.
right?
So when
In
I
order
have to
for
make
the
that
system
work,
to work.
I have to make the third rule as the first rule,
Ah.
right?
So more
So
filters, the
if it
better.
is exactly
Okay.
okay, at the end of
Okay.
it, if there is nothing matching, if it is USA very broader queue, then put it to Kalyani, right?
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so they also give the option of reordering the entries for you.
Okay. So setting up the rules plays a major role in making the system
Exactly.
work. So the business rules have to be weighed and measured, and the consequences analyzed
And
completely before you set the rule.
yes,
Okay.
and when you are creating a rule, you need to be cautious about what is being evaluated in the prior rules, right? If it
Ah,
is,
well,
if you are introducing a new rule, you need to be cautious about the rules that are prior to it, the ones in the sorting order, the
okay.
ones above the
Okay.
sorting, right?
Okay.
You need to be
Okay.
cautious about that.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so
Okay.
otherwise your rule will not be executed.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Okay.
now we have set it up this rules and everything, assuming that every configuration is done perfectly, picture perfect,
Okay.
right? And now if
Okay.
we want to trigger this rule assignment, right? How we do it?
Okay.
For triggering this rule assignment, first we need to enable an option in the page layout.
Okay.
Okay, so let's go to a lead record.
Okay.
In the lead record, edit the layout.
Mm, Edit the layout. It should be here, right? Layout.
You need to open a
All
record.
right.
You need
Record.
to
Okay.
open a record for that.
Okay. Edit layout.
Okay, now you have
Okay.
seen the palette, right? In the top, you've seen the palette, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now let's see. Uh, Click on the properties in the palette, layout properties, layout properties.
Okay.
Okay, now you will see a checkbox saying assignment rule, set assignment rule. Lead assignment rule assignment checkbox, right? Show on edit
Yeah.
page. This should be
Uh-huh.
checked. Otherwise, we
Yeah.
cannot assign this leads to the particular queue without this. Okay, and there is another option below that which is set default, right?
Uh-huh.
You want that to be by defaultly checked, you have to check this. Or if you want that to be decided by the user who is entering the lead, then you can keep it unchecked. You're
Okay.
following me?
Yeah.
Okay, now let's keep it default unchecked and click OK. Okay, now let's go back to the lead record. Click on
Uh-huh.
edit button.
Edit layout or
No, edit,
edit?
lead edit.
Okay.
Okay, scroll down to the bottom of the screen.
Uh-huh.
Okay, now you see the checkbox available, but it is unchecked, right?
So this is the one, right? Assign using active assignment rule.
Exactly. Now change the country to India, check the box and save it.
Uh, okay. And then saving it.
Right now it is in your ownership, Kalyani Thiru,
Hmm.
right?
Hmm.
Once you save it, it should automatically change it to Vijay, Kala Vijay. Did you check the checkbox?
Yeah.
Click on edit again. Click on the edit button again and check the box.
I checked the edit button. It is letting me. Now, where do you want me to check the box?
Under the option lead assignment rules, scroll down to the bottom.
Hmm. So you want me to check it? Optional.
Right. Check this
Okay.
and save it.
Hmm. Okay. It has changed. You want to know?
Okay, this is how the lead assignment rules work.
Okay.
Easy?
Yeah. You're able to
Okay.
see my screen, right?
Yeah, I can, but there is a lag, a small delay.
Okay.
Okay, I see that now. Kala Vijay has been changed.
Hmm.
Okay, so now let's go back to setup. So
Okay.
this is a simple lead assignment rule and it was easy for you, right?
Yeah.
Now coming to the complexities, right?
Okay.
How a lead can be created. Now this is, we are talking about a lead getting assigned, a lead that is getting created, that is getting assigned. But how can we get a lead automatically created, right? We can create leads from two ways: email to lead or web to lead. Okay, in the quick find, type in leads.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, scroll down.
Oh, you want social media now?
No, not social media. Social media
I
is
have the
something.
lead. Okay, web
Okay,
to
you see.
lead.
Okay, you see web to lead.
Mm-hmm. You want me to click on it?
Right. Before that, one second. Just give me a minute. Okay,
Mm.
email to lead. There should be another one to email to lead as well. But unfortunately, I'll check on that. Okay. So web to lead. Just click on web to lead.
Okay.
Okay. So here there will be a form that will be given to you. Okay, and you need to give that to a web designer so that they can create a uh, website with that particular form included in that. And from there, they will take the lead information and it'll automatically send it to Salesforce. So it'll get created as a lead in your Salesforce org. Okay. So click on create web to lead form. Okay. Here you see the available fields. And by default, there are fields that are being selected, like selected fields is first name, last name, email, company, right? Those are, let's say, the default information that we collect from the users or the leads. Okay. And the written URL is something which you want to redirect after they submit this particular lead from the web form.
Okay.
Okay. When they click on the submit button, what should be the written URL? You can give any written URL, your company campaign website or anything.
Okay.
Okay. And now you can just click on generate. Okay. Just try google.com in the okay, you have captcha. Include captcha. Remove include captcha.
Here
Okay, now
written
click on
URL should
generate.
be what?
That is okay. That is not mandatory.
Oh, it had the red one, but still it is
But
not the
still, like,
mandatory.
there are certain fields that are, marked as mandatory, but it is actually not required. Just to give a user one. And this is only like in some areas where it is lead or opportunity or case. Okay, otherwise it's not the same. Okay, for all others, the mandatory fields means it's mandatory. Okay, so this code will be generated, right? You need to take a copy of this, copy this, and send give it to your website designer, who will just put this form into this website, and it'll give him the fields and all those things available for them to incorporate in that website. Okay, and so that you can collect the leads from a website.
So Ratish, what is the
Yeah.
percentage of question that I would get from this?
There will be like say one question. Okay, what are
Okay.
the type of automation that can help you create collect leads?
Ah, oh, okay.
Yeah, so you are not going to create the website. You are not going to create. Uh, believe me, they will not ask you to design a website. Okay, but they would
I can.
be here. We are not doing anything. We what we did is we just enabled it, right? We
Yeah.
created a web form. Okay, made all the fields that are required to capture in that form available from selected from available, right? We just select the fields and make it selected away from the two columns, and then we
Uh-huh.
click on generate and it generates the code. We copy the code and
Mm.
give it to the user. You give it to the webmaster.
Mm.
Okay, that's it. Now we don't do anything apart from that.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
so it's easy.
Yeah.
Okay, uh, just let's go back quickly
Okay.
to the web to lead which we created. Click on edit. Okay, you see this is the web form, right? Now you need to understand
Uh-huh.
there are two portions of it. Just scroll a little bit, like 4 lines below,
Or here.
inside the creator web
Yeah.
to lead.
Yeah.
Okay, so there will be action, right? For from action. Okay, so This has to go in the top and that has to come in the bottom. That is something that the webmasters will know. They will work on it. Okay. So this is all
Okay.
the HTML coding.
Uh-huh.
Okay, that can be incorporated to any website. Any website. Okay. All you have to do is select all, copy, put it in an email, send it to the webmaster.
Okay.
Okay. Nothing else we are going to do on this.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. The web to lead is done now. So any questions on this?
No.
Okay. Let's go to reports.
Okay.
I just want to reiterate one more thing. Like opportunity has the stage that we thought about selecting sales process, creating sales process to manage the stages, right? The pick list
Uh-huh.
values.
Uh-huh.
Similarly, lead also has lead process.
Similarly, lead also has
Lead process.
lead process. Okay.
Okay, so for lead stage status, you need to have lead process. If you want to make any changes to the lead status, then you need to configure the lead process first.
Okay.
Okay, that's about it. Let's go to the reports. Okay, now report is a very big asset or feature in Salesforce. When it comes to
Okay.
report, it can be used for any and every object that has been exclusively given the ability of reporting. Okay, when you are creating an object, uh, in an object,
Okay.
there is an option called allow report.
Ratish, can you give me a few minutes break? I'll
Sure,
come
sure,
back. Just give
sure,
me
sure.
5 minute break. I'll be here back. Okay. You can take
Take it.
up as a break too. 5 minutes. Thanks.
Sure, sure. No problem.
Hello?
Yeah,
Yeah, thanks.
no problem.
No, a report is something I like, and I wanted a quick break so I can concentrate with more enthusiasm. So
Yeah.
that's why I took that. Yeah, because here in US, they are all the time looking for reports and reports and reports, more than the application itself. Um,
Now, if the
yeah.
application is working or if it is dealing any sort of output, that can only be determined by a report.
Yeah.
So that is why it is so important, and that's why I'm taking it as, after all these, because you will understand what we are talking.
Mm.
Okay. So
So I've
let's.
created this report. So if you can see my screen,
Yeah.
campaign opportunities, new training July, right? These are opportunities. I mean, reports that I created.
Absolutely. The sports were one of my strong topics. I hope I'll give you all the knowledge I have.
Thank you. I
Uh,
appreciate that.
okay, so let's see about reports. So now, so far we have completed Sales Cloud. Okay, so Sales Cloud is almost done. If we are complete with this particular reporting and dashboard.
Okay.
Okay, and only thing would be left out is automation. That is, we'll see it. But reports and dashboards plays very vital role in any organization. Uh, Starting from whoever is being logging into your system and how many times they are they logging in properly or not, right? Two, what is the revenue that you have generated for this quarter, year, or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
So report plays a very big aspects on business purpose. Okay? So that is why all the operations and business process or business will concentrate more on the report and the dashboard. So in Salesforce, there are four types of reports.
Okay.
Okay, they are tabular report, summary, matrix, and joint report.
Okay.
So mostly the joint report is not being used by any organization. Okay, it's just like it has been given, but it is not of much use because it doesn't make sense to when you are creating report in the joint report type.
Hmm.
A lot of time it will go sideways. So nobody uses joint report. But however, it is good for you to know all these four types. Okay, tabular report is nothing but how, like just say it's a Excel. Okay, it's similarly to your Excel formatting. It will have rows and columns, and all the columns will be the fields that you want to see in that particular report. Rows will be the query or the records that are being pulled into that report. Okay.
Okay.
So now let's just try with some simple report. Now let's try. Let's see what you have created. Right. Let's go and look
Mm-hmm.
into the campaign opportunity. Right. This is a simple uh, tabular report. By the looks of it, we can see the column: campaign name, opportunity name, primary contract, tracking number, order number, account name. Right. All the columns and the records in the rows. Right. Diwali campaign 2020, 2021. Right. What is the opportunity name? Who is the primary contact for that particular opportunity and which account it belongs to? You're looking into that, right?
Yeah. These are
Okay,
the
so
columns and these are the entries. Yep.
absolutely. Okay, so this is a simple Excel format, right? Now let's customize this. Click on customize.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so this palette, what you see on the top, filters, show, opportunity status, right? Date field.
Hmm. Hmm.
Here, the filters, show, date field will never change.
Hmm.
Okay, the filters will be on the top there all the time. Okay, any report you want to create in Salesforce, if you want to add filters, it will be right below the report properties. Okay,
Okay.
and show all. We will talk about it. And the date will be the same. All these three fields will be there for all the report and all the report types.
What do you
Okay,
mean by these three? What are those three? Filters and date field, and what else?
filters, show, date field.
Ah, okay.
Okay, the opportunity stage and probability, what you see here, that will only come for the opportunity report type, not for all the objects, all the report types. Okay, so here
Okay.
let's see the importance things on the report screen. Yeah, let me take access of your computer for okay. So first and foremost, this is very important. Report type. Okay,
Hmm.
based on what we select as a report type, you will see the end results or the fields availability for you to choose. Right now, you have chosen a campaign with opportunity report type. So you are seeing campaign and opportunity information in the left hand side. If the same report type in this, right, if you have selected accounts with opportunity, you will see only the opportunity information and the account information here. You will not see campaign information.
Okay.
Okay, so
So it
based
depends on the type of object just we choose.
right, object that are involved in that particular report type.
Okay.
Okay, so whenever we can create report types, so whenever you're creating report types, it is best to give the information in detail, but at short. So let's say this is to say this report type has campaigns information and opportunity information, and this is
Mm-hmm.
campaign with opportunity record type, report type. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so based on that, you can choose whatever columns you want to add to this report, and you can use it. So the second thing, if you see here, the fields right here, this will be the same for all the report types, no matter which type you are selecting or which record type you are selecting. The fields will be always on the left hand side panel.
Okay.
Okay, so here you see all alpha, alphabetic, and numbers and checkbox, date. Okay, so if you want to shorten this, if you see now, if I have to scroll through, I have to scroll through all the way to see what are the feeds available, right? Instead of that,
Mm.
if I only want to see not the text fields, I can just click on this A, which will only bring in with the text fields. If I want to only see the number fields or check boxes, I can just click on this, so it will only list the number and check boxes. At the same time, date fields only list the date field. So it will become very easy for us to scroll through. However, you can also use this for quick searches like owner. Okay, so you will see all the fields with name owner.
Mm.
Okay, okay. Now coming to this save as, and close. So save is just to save this particular record or report after giving a name. Okay, so you have already given the name as campaign opportunities. So by clicking on save, you can type in the name, okay, and you can save it. Second, save as is just like a cloning button. So you want to have this existing report, but you want to have a new report with minor modifications to that as a change or clone, right? You can say click on save as, so that it will help you to clone the report. You can have the same report with a different name as well. Okay,
It
but the
works as a
unique,
simple field, right? Whatever that we do in Outlook, fine. It works the same way, does it not?
yeah, the same way as the clone button. In the list view, we saw, right, save as.
Okay. Save as is going to keep the version, right?
Right. It'll
Save,
have
yeah.
this version of report and another one with the same different configuration, different
Okay.
filters.
Okay.
Okay. But the key thing for you to remember is you cannot have two reports with the same API name. Okay. The label can be same, but the API names cannot be same. But we always recommend to use the same name for both API and
Okay.
label. Okay. However, there cannot be two reports with the same API name. Okay. So coming to properties. So here you see the report name and the report unique name. This is otherwise called API name.
Oh,
Okay.
report unit name, the API name. Okay.
Right. Okay. So these two are the things which you will be entering. The third thing you choose in this is, right, the folder. So there are different folders available for you, but you can create different folders. But the uh, two standard folders that are given by Salesforce are my personal custom reports and unfiled public reports.
Okay.
Okay. My personal custom report is a folder which is specifically given to you. So if you have any reports created and stored in that particular folder, right, no one else can see that particular report except you.
Okay.
Okay. No matter who is it, admin or whatever it is, whoever it is, right, they cannot see those reports at all.
Hmm.
Okay, that is only for your eyes. Unfiled public folder, on the other hand, is the exact opposite. So if you put it into the unfiled public report folder, it is given access to the entire org users. So anyone having report access can come and look into this report without any issue.
Okay.
Okay. So save as hierarchy level. This happens for the activity and opportunity report. This is to remind you of the hierarchy which we define, right? In the people or user management tab, we defined a hierarchical role, right? CEO, and then some team A, team B, right? Sales team one,
Okay.
sales team two. So based on the hierarchy axis, it will generate the report. So, if, for example, if a sales team member running a report, he will be seeing it from the sales team level access. A manager running a report, he will see the results from his manager access. So he will see all his record and subordinates.
Okay.
Okay, so that's how the access works, or the hierarchy level works. Okay. Now coming to the filters, right? Now filters, here you will have four options. Yeah, four options. Field filter, filter logic, cross filter, and row limit. The row limit is exclusively available only for tabular report.
Okay.
So the field filter is nothing but the fields which are available here. You can use that to filter the report result. Okay, I'll show you a live demo on this. Okay, so let me just go here. Let's see. I'm just making it to bring in all the opportunities. Okay, here what I have done is I'm putting in a filter saying the close date should be less than 29 July 2019. Okay, I'm just clicking OK. So these two will go, right? Because there is no opportunity that is matching this particular filter criteria. Okay, you see the result,
Okay.
right? Okay.
Yeah.
So how you can create these filters? From two ways you can create these filters. How you can, first you can click here, click on this filter, field filter. It'll bring the filter option here, so you can select the field from here, right? So you see the
Okay.
opportunity information is another column, the campaign information is a column, right? Everything has their own columns. So from that column, you can just bring in all this information or into the select the field, and then you can select the operation. Operation can be equals to, not equals to, less than, greater than, less or equal to, greater or equal to, contains, does not contain, start with, right? Contains, does not contain, and start with are exclusively used for text fields.
Okay.
Okay. Greater than, lesser than, or used for numbers and days.
Okay.
Okay. Equal to is common, equal to and not equal to is commonly used for all.
Okay.
Okay. And now you can just type in anything you want to hear, or if you select a pick list, you will see the options available for you to choose. Let's type stage. Okay, you see, you immediately get a magnifying glass here, right?
Mm. Yeah.
You click on the magnifying glass, it'll give you the pick list values,
Mm.
and click on insert, it'll automatically bring here. Okay, so now you can click on OK.
Both the pick list values as well as the master detail relationship value, they are indicated by just this magnifying glass, right? There is no distinction between the two of them.
So only, so when you are seeing it in the record level, only the
Okay.
lookup relationship or master detail relationship will have this magnifying glass. But when it is in
Okay.
the report, the magnifying glass is just going to be helping you to fetch the pre-values or preset values. Here, if I
Okay.
try to put in a master detail relationship, right, I will not see a lookup. Let me show you that. Okay,
Mm.
the report behaves differently than the record. The record will be something different, behaves different, and the report will behave. So we know the for a fact account and opportunity are master detail, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so but you see there is no magnifying glass,
Okay.
right? And at the same time, I just dragged this from here and dropped it here. That's the second option.
Okay.
Okay, so you can just drag the field, look the field from here, drag it into
Okay.
this canvas, and you can do the same thing again.
Okay. You don't have to click the filter there.
Right, you don't have to click here, add filter, and then you have to select filter, field filter, and
Mm.
then fill in all. You can just directly go here,
Mm.
bring it here, and it will be available as free text, the syntax,
Okay.
simple drag and drop. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So now coming to uh, the other option, which is filter logic. So for filter logic to be available for us, we need to have a minimum of two uh, two filters. Okay, so that we can apply filter logic. This will take anything I'm putting here, so I'm not just worried about that. Okay, sorry. If you notice, by default, the filters are selected as and. What is and means? These two condition has to be satisfied for any record to be available for you here.
Yep.
So the account name should not be equal to test, and at the same time, it should not. The account ownership should be not. Ownership should be Kala Vijay, right?
Yep.
So these two conditions has to be met for any record to be pulled in here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to change the filter logic. I'm just choosing the filter logic to be working as or condition. Any one of the conditions met, I want that to be pulled into here. So if I see, you got the results back, right?
Okay.
Okay, so this is the reason for having filter logic. And filter logic can also be written something like this. Okay, so if you have more filters, right, and it has certain logic, like say, I want the first and the second conditions or third condition to be met, okay, or the second and third condition should be met. Following,
Yep.
okay, so let me just put in one more filter here. Uh, account type. So I'm just putting account type should be anything. Okay. So you see, by again, it is just taken default 3. I can make the change. It should be 1 and 3 or 2 and 3. Okay, probably the record account is not having the types selected.
Okay.
Okay, so I can have something like this and I can still get the results.
Okay.
Okay. Any questions on this?
No.
No. So as far as the logic goes or the filter goes, it is supposed to be defined by what we need as the end result. What are we looking into? Say, for example, in our opportunity, we may sometimes look for those opportunity which are about to be closed or what are already closed, right? That circumstance or requirement of that particular result, the end mean is going to determine what is the filter you are going to use here.
Okay.
Okay. So let me remove this. Okay, now the third option is cross filter. So cross filter is something like, I want to see the result of opportunity, but I want to basically create a filter on uh, account. Are you following?
I'm trying to see.
Okay,
Uh,
so here we
so
want
you're
opportunities
saying that it
with
is used for more than one object, right?
the
Cross
filter
filter.
we are, yeah, the cross filter we are using it for the object which is not available for you to be in this list, right? In
Okay.
this field list, there are, say now there are account and opportunity being related here. But do you see anything about quote,
Yeah. Okay.
right? Now let's see if I can just get quote here, right? Here, here. So I'm now introducing another object where the fields are not available for me to filter out, right? And I can create a filter based on that particular object's field. Now, I want opportunity with quotes and quote filter here. I can choose quote ID should be anything or created today. Okay, so I'm just going to put created date equals to today. Okay, if I have anything matching this condition, it'll automatically bring me the opportunity here.
Okay.
Okay, so I want you to have a look at this. The reason why I specifically use today is because in the date filters, right? We can use text like today, last 10 days, last week, anything to do with that week, dates, right? We can use such text, but they are predefined. Like last 10 days has to be in this specific format. Uh, okay, so if I try to put it in a different way, it'll throw me error.
Okay.
Okay, I'm just putting 10 days, it shows invalid. Okay, or if I put it into last, okay, so it has to be specific formats. Last, yeah. Similarly, last week, last month. Okay, the reason why I'm saying showing you this is because this date field and this filter works little differently. Okay, when we discuss about this too, I'll let you know of that.
Okay.
Okay, any questions on the cross object filters?
No.
Okay, so you can have up to maximum of 5 filters on a cross object filter.
Okay.
Okay, not more than 5. After that, you will not see the option for having another filter. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Now the fourth option, which is exclusively only available for tabular report, is row limit. Its row limit is nothing but you want to filter or limit the result of that particular report. Okay. Say in this report you are going to be getting somewhere around 1,000 records, but you only want to see the first 100 records, right?
Yeah.
or first 50 records. You can do that. Now, the maximum number you can have here is 99. Okay. If you go with 100, it will throw you error. Okay.
Okay.
So the maximum number row limit can be done for only 99 records.
Okay.
Okay. So if I make it as only one record, so the record,
So could we set the time? Let's say it needs to be for one day, and could we have it by let's say before noon or afternoon? Any time period also can be set for these generation of reports, or just the date only?
if you have a date and time, you can set it to be in the filter. Okay.
Uh,
However, mostly
because
more
I'm seeing
unlikely it
only the
is.
date filter. I'm sorry. I'm seeing only the date filter here from and to, not the
Right.
time filter.
No. The date filter is when the record is created or no, say the start date where you see is from opportunity or campaign. Okay. The start date is campaign date, right? Let's see the
Yeah.
start date from campaign object.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So this field is not a date and time field. This is only a date field, right?
Mm.
Okay. So you choose a date and it will only record the date. It doesn't stamp the time, right?
Mm. Okay.
Okay, if you
I
want
get it.
to have a date and time, then there is this data type available for you, date and time, right?
Okay. Yeah, I should have chosen that. Yeah, I get it.
Exactly. Okay,
Okay.
however, in this list, now we haven't come here so far. For this
Mm.
date field, it will only give you the date field, not the date and time. So you can select the from and to range of the date, not the date
Okay.
and time.
Okay. I get it.
Okay, even
Thanks.
if it is a date and time, it will not give you the time, it will only give you the date. Say, for
Mm.
example, the account created is a date and time field.
Mm.
Okay, it will give you the information when it was created exactly to the minute.
Okay.
But
But when
if I
you
choose
say keep
this,
the date over here, see
sorry,
when you mentioned, I'm sorry, account field is a date and time field, but it
yeah, the
gave the
created,
option only as date.
right. Whatever available, given for opportunity, you will see this created date and last modified date. The
Uh-huh.
created date and last modified date will be available across all objects. Okay, but even
Okay.
though they are date and time field, you cannot have the date and time field here.
Oh,
Okay, it will only give you the ability of filtering it on date wise, not the time wise. Okay,
okay.
how to filter it on time, we will see it. Okay,
Okay.
that you have to use that field in here, but created date and last modified date will not give you the time here. We will see
Okay.
that later. Okay,
Yeah, later because I'm thinking we will have more than 100 report, 100 entries, right? So,
right.
uh, so how would we do that? So
We
sometimes
will
it
see
is okay.
when we are
And
saving it in
I
detail.
wanted to ask another thing also, Ritesh.
Yeah.
Now let's say that all this is generated from the system, right? Now, how do we compare this with the, let's say if we have a benchmark criteria, and how do we associate that and bring out reports from it? You see what I mean? Did I explain it
Yeah.
properly? Okay.
The benchmark criteria has to be put in as the filters here. So the whatever
Uh,
criteria we have, that needs to be
so
put in as
what
the
if it,
filter here.
no, we are assuming that the benchmark is simply a criteria that we can associate. But I am thinking if it's a text field, okay?
Okay.
Let's say that I'm having a specific condition in my mind and I'm trying to explain that. Okay, please bear with me. Or or are we getting beyond the time frame?
No,
We
no,
have a
no,
few.
no. That's okay. We can.
Okay. So the question that I have is, let's say at Chrysler, every time I worked for quality section, and we've been hearing problems about paint quality. Okay. And for some reason, the company was not able to recapture the problems that the customers were reporting. Okay, with the kind of applications that we had. Our simulation did not help us um, uh, bring out real problems and issues that customers were facing, no matter how much we tried. And we are living in a terrain where snow and salt, we need to salt our roads to keep the road free of snow during
Agree.
winter times. So it tracks us heavily on the condition of the cars as well as on the roads. But we need to come up with a catch-all testing area, and we do have a wonderful testing area with Chrysler. But nevertheless, we were not able to simulate the actual conditions. Okay, on one side of the car, it used to rust, and the other side was not rusting at all. Now, this could be seen in the reports, okay, with the social media and other places. Now, we need to benchmark this and run the report. You see what I mean? There are criteria set,
Right.
and how to bring those criteria into this context is what I'm trying to say. See, we have a report, okay, a third party report, and we want to bring that report, run it with our numbers in here or the criteria, text field criteria maybe, and then try and see where all
Um.
the are simulated and not, whether our applications are working fine or not. You see what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Did I the situation to you properly?
Okay. Let me just put it across. Now, if I understand right, you have the road simulator where the users are giving their feedback in different platforms,
Yeah.
right? Like social media, Facebook, Twitter, or somewhere, right?
Okay. And we have a third party also that measures all of this. Okay. A third
Okay.
party, just like a branding one, right?
Right.
Quality branding. They give you
Okay.
5 stars, 4 stars, and we have to go by that. So,
Okay.
in order to bring better standards for our cars, we need
Mhm.
to come up, we need to understand if the reports are really uh, matching the criteria.
So one thing I would like to say here, Kalyani, is the report. What we are seeing is report in Salesforce. So it will only work on the data that is available in Salesforce. If you want
Mm.
any of such data that has to be used as your benchmark or used as no a filter or
I
to
have to import
boost
that.
your
I can
reporting
import
ability.
that data, right? I can import that data, use that as
Yeah.
a brand criteria, and then I can run the report. Okay.
Absolutely. For that, you need to create a fields in the object where you want to, or you have to create a specific object, create those fields, and then import those data here. And then you can use the report type to choose the objects together, like say campaign and opportunity. You can create a campaign relationship between those two objects, and then you can create a report similar to this and
Okay.
use it. However, there are other modes of doing it without even importing it, but they are like wave analytics. Okay, that is something another uh, tool Salesforce gives. Okay,
Okay.
for only for reporting purpose. So if you have a database here and there, and if you're collecting information from different places, you can
Mhm.
use wave analyticals for
Mm.
creating a report. But that needs coding, JSON coding. They say JSON that would be
Uh,
needing JSON coding for that.
uh, okay.
Okay.
So
Another
can
way
we?
of doing, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Yeah, please go ahead. No, no, I'll ask the question later. Please go ahead.
Okay, the other way of doing it, one more method of no, having a report created with such uh, complex no data scatter, like you said, you have social medias that gives you the data, right? And you have rating complexions, right? That can
Hmm.
be also used uh, because Salesforce is now bringing in Einstein. Okay, Einstein is something a AI kind of robotic system that Salesforce is trying to bring in. Okay, in that you have the capability of incorporating social medias and platforms.
Okay. So
And
you can
if you
see
have
some particular
implemented
words.
yeah, if you have implemented Einstein into your org, then for that you need to buy the Einstein licensing that all those things are there. Again,
Okay.
as I said, it is a separate entity in Salesforce.
Okay.
Okay, if you have that, then you can incorporate your reporting capability with that, and you can get these informations.
Okay. Okay.
But this is as a basic level. Whatever information is available within your org, this
Mhm.
Salesforce, that is what you can drive from this report.
Okay. So what you said was, if I understand it correctly, we can have a filter on any word or phrase from a text field also, right?
Right. That is why
Okay.
we see contain. We saw contains, starts
Okay.
with,
Okay.
right? And
Okay.
does not contain also.
Okay. Get it. Okay. So that could be done. Okay. So if I want to have specialty in reporting per se with Salesforce, that could be
Okay.
done too, right? Is there any special kind of admin course or something that I need to clear than just this preliminary one? Because I want to have reporting as my specialty.
See, as I said, this is a basic report. Within Salesforce only it works.
Okay.
Okay. But if you want to become a report expert, then you need to learn about Einstein or wave analytics,
Okay.
or you can do both. That is up to you to decide. But they are pretty much tough. I haven't even touched or scratched the surface of wave analyticals, and it is so difficult for me to understand coding. I'm not a coder, so it is so difficult for me.
Okay.
And
Are you
when I say I
actually
haven't scratched the wave articles, I have not even leaned in the path of Einstein because it is AI.
okay.
Okay, the reason is because it is completely out of coding. Einstein has complete coding, nothing there drag, click and drag like what we are seeing here.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
so it's very difficult for me there. So I haven't scratched there at all. I
Okay.
haven't seen or tried my uh, effort in that. I've never put in any effort into Einstein. But wave
Okay.
articles, yes, I have seen it, tried understanding it. But JSON, even though it is simple coding for JSON, right? It is not complex like Java or anything. But uh, the, I'm not a coder, so I'm not getting a hang out of it. If you are interested in learning coding or if you know coding, then yeah, wave analyticals would be a good tool for you
Okay.
for
No,
reporting.
I'm not a coder. I'm not a coder, but I wanted to be in the field of
But
reporting.
basically, if you are, you know, if you have a hang of this particular reporting, right? Anyone
Hmm.
who's using Salesforce would be needing this report. Even if you are working on wave articles, they have to have this report created for extracting the information from your database. They cannot
Yeah.
directly go into your database and extract it. They have to have a report that sends them the information so that they can use it in the wave articles.
Okay. So what you
Okay, so
mean to
if
say
you
is,
If
Yes,
you
I
are
can
okay,
hang
get a hang
on
of
this.
this. It is
Yeah.
more than enough.
Uh,